Hi, I'm Wayne Young, and you're watching the Reed Brothers Band on Barn Party USA.
Welcome to Barn Party USA. My name's Steve Robbins. Played music in Louisville for a lot of years. I'm playing music in a different place now. Wmmg Radio down in Brandenburg. Get to play, of course, all the George Strait stuff, Alan Jackson, the whole deal. We're gonna, on the radio, we're gonna talk to Tim Martin and David Yates, the Barn Party USA guys themselves. Why don't you follow me in the studio here, and we'll go in and have a big time right here in WMMG. Come on. The show's called Edgewise. We're talking to the guys from Barn Party USA, Tim Martin and David Yates. Good to have you guys in the studio. You guys have, we talked a few minutes ago, you guys have hit the road. Where are some of the places you've been, and some of the bands that you've been able to coerce and beg to get on TV?
You've hit a lot of new bands lately. The Backwoods Band.
The Backwoods Band.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I think I've heard of those boys.
Yeah.
Out of the Woodwork.
Gary Woods.
Gary's one of your old cohorts.
I know Gary and I were in at least 3 bands together, maybe 4.
And Gary played some great keyboards on the. It was the first Reed Brothers tape there that I gave you. It's actually on cassette. This is how old it is. And on younger days, Gary and Carmen Hayes is actually singing back up on it. So we had a room full that day at Falk Recording.
Now, one of the intros, you've got all kinds of footage from different parts of the country. So you guys have taken this like outside of town, right?
Folks are getting ready to watch the Reed Brothers Band. Guns already drawn. Don't move.
John Lee White, great country music from, she was in Ohio at the time. She travels all over. She went in her studio and did the show from there.
It's good people sending you stuff.
That's and another lady from Maine, now she's out in California, and that's Lindsay Ray, and she's done really well. Yeah.
Mike Reed and his family and my family went to Hilton Head Island, so we just threw the camera in there with us, walking around on the beach.
I'm breaking new ground. That's right, friends. Video on radio. I'll say it again, video on radio. This is got a lot of footage, kind of a tribute to the 80s scene, music scene in Louisville, Dixie Highway video here, and a lot of your favorite bands here, not to mention whoever she is. That's well worth the price right there. So we're going to play video on the radio. Here we go, the microphone's on. All right, kids, look at your radio.
Dixie Highway, the video by the Reed Brothers Band, pays tribute to some of the people, the places, and the music that's spread throughout Kentucky and Indiana.
The video I seen that you did of Dixie Highway, and it talked about all the old times and all the good musicians in Louisville. It was really good that you brought that back to us. Louisville, Kentucky has always offered some of the best musicians. I just appreciate you guys kind of touching on it again.
www.reedbrothersband.com.
So how did Barn Party USA? How did the concept? You know, how did all of this come about?
This whole story is in Dave Yates' head. It started out in 2006.
Okay.
And it was supposed to run like 6 weeks.
We had several videos. What we ended up doing, figuring out Insight would let you do a little 30-minute show, so I thought, well, we'll run them on there for 6 weeks. And when the 6 weeks was up, they said, here's your schedule to come in the next time. So yeah, I go back and talk to the guys in the band, Mike Reed. I said, we got to come up with some more. And he's yeah, I said, well, we'll just take it to the bar with us. So that's where the idea came. Hey, our buddies are playing over here. We'll take the camera. And it, kind of grew out of that.
But it's great entertainment, and it amazes me that you just kind of got this idea, and let's just do it for 6 weeks and see how it goes.
Yeah, and ran for probably 2 or 3 years. And
3 years, yeah.
And Tim stepped up, he was behind the camera, and he said, well, can I take it on? And I said, definitely. I'd love to see it keep going. And man, he's really ran with it.
I worked CBS Sports since '98. I walked the golf courses with Tiger Woods,
So he kind of...
Vince Gill. I've been a transportation captain for 3 different movies here in Louisville. One called Keep Your Distance, another one How You Look to Me, and the last one Paper Cut.
Wow.
And I've met a lot of people, a lot of actors, Stacy Keach, Nora Dunn. I've met a lot of people that way.
So the thing's been going for 5 years now.
Yeah, 5 years.
This year, August will be 5 years, and no telling how much longer he'll take it.
I'll take it as long as they'll let me take it.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't think of doing anything else. We ran across 7 or 8 states from New York to Hawaii. And right now I've started sending episodes back to Ohio. They also play it on DATV there, datv.org. You can see our shows on the computer. So if you don't have Insight, you can still catch us on the internet.
I didn't realize that David Yates was involved in this until Tim and I got a little further, a little deeper into conversation up there on that Sunday on Dixie Highway. But David and I have got a little music history here. We before the Uncle Pecos days, Steve Wallace and I got with David in a group called Black Label, and we played a place at one point called Little Dave's River Port Inn, which was owned, run, and managed by the one and only Dave Branson from right here in Brandenburg, who had Little Dave's down to the river. Has got some stuff going on in Breckenridge County, and great guy.
How long have you been here?
Been here on and off since '96.
Wow, really?
Come up with,
I can tell.
but I'm working.
You're at home here. Did you bring your own chicken there sitting on the mic?
Actually, I'll tell you the story about that later. It's not dirty. We just don't have time for it. The folks in the audience have heard it. But yeah, there's, you know, you figure there's a chicken on a microphone boom, it's got to have a story tag to it. You know, that went so well when we played Reed Brothers earlier. We've gotten so many phone calls. We got the phone guy out here now repairing the phone lines. It's hot, man. It really is. The song is called Guns Already Drawn. We're going to do that, and we just might have to find some guys with guns for security if the Reed Brothers keep catching on fire like they are down here. We have to have them down here for a show, or at least feed them some biscuits and sweet tea. Guns Already Drawn coming at you. Tell these folks where to see the show, of course, Insight Louisville, but the different websites and how they would get a hold of you guys to talk about maybe coming to shoot their band.
I guess the main one would be at the reedbrothersband.com, and of course there you can find out all of our, you know, other channels such as our Facebook page or the Reed Brothers, and then be definitely for sure join up as a friend on the Reed Brothers. We've got over 1,000, and we like to have a couple thousand more. Once you find the Reed Brothers on Facebook, be sure and go to the Barn Party USA page. Watch if you can on Insight 98, and Steve's going to put in a good word for us down in this area.
We'll see if we can get you guys on
That'd
some
be
public
awesome.
access. And thank you guys for coming down here. It is David Yates and Tim Martin. Barn Party USA. That's the show. Man, glad you tuned in. I like playing a lot of the local guys because nobody else seems to want to do that. I get where local musicians are at.
www.reedbrothersband.com.
Barn Party USA.